Yeah, my name's Estevan. I'm a local realtor. I was giving you a call about your property there on Myrtle. Did you end up selling that privately, or did you just take it off voluntarily from the market?
I took a lease on it.
Oh, okay, you put it up for rent.
Yeah, it was for rent and for sale, and I was like, whatever came first.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so if the market improves in a year when your lease is up, is that something you might look at down the road, or you're just gonna hold on to it long term? You think?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see
We'll
in a
see.
year.
Okay. Well, let me ask you
Yeah.
this. I mean, can I follow up with you? I mean, it seems like your first agent, respectfully couldn't get the home sold in a time when the market's not quite as good as it used to be. But certainly, the house, something like this, nice, should have been able to sell in 30 days or less. So, are you planning to go with the same agent if when the year's up, or are you open to getting a second opinion at that time?
Oh yeah, I'm open to getting a second opinion, but
But you're not sure yet because
yeah.
obviously that's a whiles away. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Well, how about we do this? I'd like to just send you an email with my information and then just follow up with you in about 9 months, like, 2 or 3 months leading up to the lease. And we could take a look at the market and see what makes the most sense at that time. Is that fair?
Um, where are you at? What
I
part of town are you at?
I live in Tomball. I office out of the Spring area,
So
but
it's
I sell all
near
over the center and north side and left side, and I sell all the way from New Caney to Katy to Montgomery, Conroe, all the way down to Houston. I don't really go below the 610 loop on the bottom part of Houston, but everything else I've sold in Sugarland too. But
so
I,
you sell Katie?
yeah, absolutely, yes, sir.
Well, it's not that the house didn't sell. I just didn't want to give it away.
No, no,
Because every other
absolutely.
realtor is selling at 100. Every other house in there is selling at 186 per square feet. I was asking 200 and something.
Right. So at this
I knew the
time, it
house.
just didn't make
I knew the
sense.
house could. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna like give the house away just because the market is not as hot as it used to be.
Right.
And I don't. I mean, unless the house comes out to like 450, I'm not gonna sell. I'm locked in at a 2.7 on that thing, and you know,
Yeah. It looks like you
I got
bought it what in
27
20?
years.
You bought it in 2019. I take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you only had it for well, you were there for like 4 or 5 years. What made you decide to move
3 years.
out?
I hate my neighbor, man. He's got a freaking nasty car parked outside, an old car, and I just couldn't stand living there anymore, to be honest.
Really? He was driving you crazy,
So
huh?
yeah. Well, I mean, you make all the sacrifices to live in Cane Island, and then like this mofo just comes in with his junk cards, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. I mean, yeah, he had like a old truck parked outside forever, and it's just like, you know what? I need to move out of here and like, go to like a more expensive part of town to avoid stuff like this.
Right. And did you already buy your next
Yeah,
place, or are you renting your next place?
yeah, no, yeah. I bought it. I bought.
Okay. Yeah. You got in at a good time. Well, my name's Estevan. I don't think I caught your name. What was your name?
Yuli,
Ulysses? Ulysses?
Yuli.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yuli. Okay.
yeah,
Yuli, let's not make any, commitments or anything like that. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to help you down the road or not, anyways. But all
yeah.
I can do is just follow up with you when the time comes and just kind of give you my assessment of your property. You can decide if it makes sense or not. If it doesn't make sense, I totally understand because that is a phenomenal interest rate. In fact, I would probably have put the home like marketed it's so that people can take over the assume your loan, and probably people would have loved to take people would kill to assume a loan at 2 point something percent, and if it
Why would I
and
do that?
well
Why
because
would I get somebody to assume my loan?
well
Like
it's
like I want to sell it.
no, I'm not talking about
Why would I get?
financing it. I'm talking about assuming it officially. So when they assume it officially, they are buying the house. They're just buying it using your loan, and they pay off your loan. Essentially, it transfers the loan from them to or from you to them. So you no longer have the loan. It just makes it that much more compelling to say, wow, this house, I can get this house at 2 point something percent. And you as the seller, it makes no difference to you because you're still selling the house, and they're taking over your loan. So your name's not on the
But
loan at all.
they would have to come up with $100,000, right? Because there's a difference of 100,000 between the loan balance and
Yeah, they would. Well, that
and
it would have
the
to be.
home price.
It would have to be worked out with the, with the lenders to make sure that it could happen. But you'd be surprised. I mean, a lot of people are selling a house, moving into another house. So a lot of people have the equity. So having $100,000 is not. That's definitely not unheard of at all. I mean, a lot of people do that. They sell and then move into the next property with the equity of their old house. So yeah, I mean, something like that would just it's just an option, like if the buyer doesn't want to do that, they don't have to. But if a buyer says, you know what, I have $100,000, I've talked to my lender, it works with my lender, they can then assume your loan, essentially taking it over, but doing it on the up, because there's different ways to do it. But I'm talking about doing it officially, assuming it, taking it out of your name and everything. So the house is being sold, the loan is being transferred, so it's not in your name anymore. It's not affecting your credit, and that kind of thing can sometimes really, make the buyers a little willing to pay a little bit more because they're gonna get it at such a good interest rate. I mean, you'll never refinance out of an interest rate like that. So something like that would make it really appealing. And if they don't want to do that, then they could always just buy the house, normal, get a fresh loan. But if not, it's just an option to give them to make it more competitive, to make your house more competitive. Because I can tell you, nobody else is going to do that in that neighborhood, So, but let's do this, Yuli. Let me just check back with you in 9 months, and I'll send you regular, just once a month updates, or every other month I'll let you know what the homes are selling for, and then we'll just see how things are going in 9 months leading up to that. And if it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, no worries at all. What's a good email for you, Yuli?
It's
iCloud.com. Gotcha. Alrighty, sir. Well, I'll set you up with that. I'll send you an introductory email, and then I take it your lease started. Did it start on the 13th of March?
yesterday.
Oh, it started yesterday. Okay, so yeah, I'll check back with you then,
Yeah.
probably January 1st. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Yuli. Have a good day.